won't be too long before our paths cross again.
There is a ruckus coming from the Grove of Epiphany. It is time for you to set out, my lord. I have another notice for you. In this cycle, an eccentric demigod deviated from their flame-chased destiny. In a history known by none, Terravox, the earth, fell. This matter has remained extremely mysterious, contradicting the extrapolations of 30 million cycles. I have reasons to suspect it also has something to do with Lady March 7th.
As of now, clues that yield no conclusions are not important. Finan already pointed me in the right direction. Open the way.
Lord Don Heng is gone. You can now speak your mind, Lord Anaxagoras.
Thanks for the honor. And here I thought you weren't ever going to acknowledge your old friend. The Inspiration Circus recorded that you have led me up Dawn Cloud countless times. And the last time was right in the previous cycle. Oh, and Kefali even lowered their hand to welcome.
Surely you didn't move into my head to browse such trivial content. But if that's the case, I wouldn't mind recalling some fun Dromus trivia for your pleasure.
You seem pretty relaxed.
Indeed. The experiment's variable will be eliminated by my enemy's very hands. A beautiful way to kill two birds with one stone, isn't it? You know very well that everything I said about that Remembrance Pathstrider was true. Both my hypothesis regarding her identity and my recommendations to Lord Don Heng.
Yes, I know. You haven't told a single lie so far. But I noticed your thoughts would generate a curious ripple whenever you mentioned her. It's almost like you were deliberately trying to hide something into the depths of your brain.
Since you're talking in such a blunt way, I'm assuming you haven't actually found any concrete evidence.
That is correct. Thanks to that mechanical body, you can control the boundaries of your thoughts, opting to only show partial truths. Pity that I still managed to grasp a shiver of fear that escaped your control, and I traced it upstream to discover one single word.
My goodness.
Lycurgus.
Anaxa has been making fun of Lygus this whole time.
What is the Demi-Urge?
Curious what Demiurge is. But I'm guessing this is the updated Grove, huh? Of what they've done? Or what did Castellana did?
Even the branches and leaves of the sacred tree have been dyed gold. Finan gave his all for her. Now that the destruction has quelled the Memoria Tide, it's time for me to go deeper into the Grove.
Looks like this is another area we get to explore. Oh my god, another Chimera?
Who's there?
That fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all creatures from their slumber. And you, visitor from beyond the sky, you have no intention of listening to the cries of the earth.
You are...
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kefali's children. Is it not natural that the offspring of Georios would take on their duty? I am Terravox, Avatar
Terravox.
of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings.
What? You don't look exactly like the Dromas that we saw in the frickin' Divergent universe.
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromas King of the Legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the Transmutation Arcanum not precisely your specialty, descendant of the Permanence?
How do you know about... was it March 7th?
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria Tide and disappear from the world's memories.
Now that you mention it, this cycle appears that Terravox is defeated, but I guess March 7 did something to, like, tinker the memory of that?
So you didn't die.
Okay.
Your fall was just a lie. You cast aside your duty as a flame chaser and joined her. Why?
So that's why people have been saying, like, Terravox died. But in actuality, it wasn't really the case.
To survive. For a Dromus, life is no more than existence. The birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, they are unable to live on in the World-Bearer's memories. But Evernight is the master of remembrance, and I saw your story in the Veil of Evernight.
Vidyadhara, the Permanence, Dragon Transmutation, Resurrect, Shang.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death, demigod.
And what of it? This body is soaked in filthy golden blood. The earth is hungry, and only the Permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara struck.
Me. As you wish. Embrace a new life.
Cloud Knights? It's endless. Has the Memoria Tide returned?
Not necessarily.
Abomination. Reignite. Why not join that water-mirrored moon and be fully imbibed?
That voice is familiar.
Your time to shine. Night falls. Good night. Rise and shine.
Clearing with Evernight, no problem. From a gameplay perspective.
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam.
Wait, that person's familiar. Is it
Do you not remember me?
Don Feng?
After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
Don Feng? Is this another memo snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways, I won't ever forget you.
So, who is that giant?
That is Amphoreus' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray and intends to seize the power of dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it in reverence. You and I know that all life in the universe covets permanence.
I think Permanence is one of the paths, right? Has to be, right?
Are you trying to say I'll end up like you?
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be far from the end of this journey.
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention of passing judgment on Don Feng, and I have even less desire to become entangled with him again. I only have one concern right now: bringing my companions back safely. You can either help me deal with these abominations, or return to the shadows of memory. Don Feng.
All right. The filthy remnants of the Memoria Tide still run rampant. Let me accompany you through these ruins. You could use the help. And presumably, that giant who craves the power of dragons won't just let things rest.
Do as you please. I'm moving ahead. Speaking of Terravox, his aggression just now was probably some distraction.
His madness is plain as day.
I agree.
We got a new area, huh? This is the Grove. In a way, but it's in the dawn. Alright. I'll play with your little game. I'll explore this when I get the chance to do it off screen.
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
We're just gonna have to see how this turns out, you know?
Plain. Light a way forward.
Oh, that's not scary at all. Then we're gonna have to deal with Don Feng during this time.
Phew! It's all good now. Yanis's blessing is full, and the hidden passage can be used again. No, the Imperator's legions can launch a surprise attack from the Grove. Who knows if Terravox will be able to succeed? Huh? Who is this warrior?
Lady Tribios, I am Dan Heng, the Trailblazer's companion.
Dan Heng? Nice to meet you. I didn't realize Little Gray had more companions in addition to Little Cyrene.
There is no need to elaborate further. They are merely a collection of your memories, just like me.
No. If they were my memories, they would recognize me.
Dan Heng? Even though we don't know you, we'll still ask you to get somewhere safe. A terrible battle is about to break out here. Iceland's, Tux Gladiorum, is not far ahead. The evacuation efforts are almost over, so go now, or it might be too late.
Iceland's. I see. In that case, I'll go look for her now. Thank you.
No problem. We need to go deliver some messages, so we'll be off. Please, take care, Dan Heng.
Memories crazed ramblings. What do you think?
It's too early to reach a conclusion, but this memory is most definitely not mine.
There are two possibilities. This memory either belongs to Terravox, or it belongs to her, the person you're desperately looking for. But the probability of the latter is very low. You should know better than I do. After that final battle, even the first genius couldn't determine where she went.
Correct. But the conversation I just had gave me an idea. Let's forget Evernight for now. In the vortex of Genesis, there was someone else who went missing along with her. I still have a chance to make contact with her. And the way I'll do it is right here in the grove.
Changed, huh? Just like always.
I'm curious what we're gonna find out here. If we're inside the grove.
Not a single sign of movement here.
The
That was probably
updated grove.
just the echoes of the Memoria Tide.
I really need to know what's the purpose of coming here, or of what Kaslana opened up.
Are you the spirit thief? Bartolos?
Wait, is Bartolos
I
not
see.
voiced?
Thank you for the advice. My Cloud Hymn magic will take it from here.
Wait, is Bartolos mute? Is the VA mute? Not here? Oh no! Okay, never mind. Never mind, I thought it was not voice. Apparently, you sealed your own voice on purpose. Okay. Oh my god. I guess people got tired of Bartolos or something? I don't know. We got Bartolos puzzles. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of annoying puzzles in this new area. I'm gonna have to do this off screen. It's gonna be a while to explore, but I need all the damn stars that I can get for the next patch for sure, so. Oh, there's coins of whimsy too. I don't want to focus too much entirely on that, so.
We're here. Now, it's time to awaken the person we're looking for.
A pool of spirit water. I see. You plan to resonate with the waters of this world.
Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphoreus are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now. Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration calls forth the spirit water's memories.
How incredible. There are still survivors in Amphoreus. And this one even knows how to use the arts of water.
High ceilings.
Very good. It's nice to meet the ocean demigod, Lady High Sealens.
A green dragonfish. Are you Don Heng? I hope I've remembered your name correctly. Scale Gorge Waterscape is your home, isn't it? In Greyfry's memories, I saw you two standing side by side.
I'm assuming that's what she's gonna compare it to.
That's fortunate. It means I won't have to introduce myself. I can get straight to the point. Tell me, where are Evernight and her?
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs block the water's current. You must be careful. Earth has abandoned the Flame Chase mission. Though Terravox still lives, they're not an ally of the Trailblaze.
That's no surprise. I've already exchanged blows with that mad demigod.
I didn't think the worst would still come to pass.
He also intends to get his hands on a dangerous power. As his comrade in arms, do you know what his goal is?
Terravox has only ever cared for life born from this soil. If they covet powers from beyond the sky, I suppose it's out of the same care. Even so, their behavior is far too unusual.
I presume they wouldn't have made such a drastic and irreversible decision if they had not exhausted all other means. But embracing the permanence may result in even more misfortune.
I guess Terravox has his own motives now.
While I admire that demigod's willpower, my position has not changed. It seems that if I want to find Evernight, I will have to confront Earth. Since my opponent has already turned into a vicious beast, what I do won't weigh on my conscience.
Then allow my specter to accompany you, Lord Don Heng. As the demigod who witnessed the end of this world. At least let me sing an elegy for my last comrade.
That doesn't sound like something you would normally say. Huh? What I do won't weigh on my conscience. I can certainly guess what you mean by that.
I will never hesitate for my companions. I am a nameless. And what I'm going to do,
Oh yeah, that's speech in
defend all the
3.3.
hopes that are on the verge of fading away.
It wasn't voiced back then, but it got fully updated with the voice, so...
Then I misspoke. That is exactly how the guard of the Astral Express should act.
If you please, Lady High Sealance.
Hold on to this current, for it still carries the warmth of Greyfry. Hopefully, it will lead us to the depths where our companion is hidden.
Electra. Is that you?
Who's that?
I choose you.
New enemies, huh? They're not a threat.
Anything. As you wish. Embrace a new life.
All in all, not a bad memory.
Yeah, I've given up on a lot of the endgame stuff in this game. Especially with the whole Slaughter Jade thing being annoying too. Where they introduce a new mode, but they don't even reward Stellar Jades, which is also stupid as hell.
Join us. You, for me, are us.
Traby?
From Permanence.
Anaxa?
Gain eternal life.
Emerge from your cocoon.
You are very annoying.
Night falls. Good night.
May death protect us. May wandering souls find their own way out.
I'm curious about my relics. I feel like I'm gonna have to swap these two at this rate, despite how good these things are. I mean, we'll see. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. It's just unfortunate that, like, my team, I'm sticking with those relics, at least. The best thing I could do.
Rouse yourself. It is true. The Forge.
Do not run from your fate.
Use the Permanence to fill the earth.
The Chiadra might not even be considered people if we did not resort to beastly actions.
Why did Dunfeng choose
Bailu.
me years ago?
It's been a while since we've seen Bailu.
Fall into oblivion.
The Memoria tide surges violently. Hold on, and don't let your focus be swept away.
Play nice.
I don't know if Evernight will have anything to do with this area, but we'll just have to see.
Pictures.
I think this is mostly a means to
The whole grove is shaking.
talk to Terravox.
How are you doing? Can you keep going?
Of course.
Of 5 people.
3 must pay a price.
You are not one of them. God damn it, Blade's words. Oh, what the hell?
Emerge from your cocoon.
I guess this is what people meant by these things are jump scaring you on the field. No matter, I could just get rid of them, and I happen to cast
May
Reese
death
team.
protect us.
Have some sunshine! Rise and shine.
We can do it.
You just don't learn.
As you wish.
Treat our guests nicely. Night falls. Good night.
May wandering souls find their own way out.
Is it over?
It seems so. These phantoms that are haunting you are indeed here to bring you to your demise.
It's unusually quiet here compared to before.
Don't let your guard down. The Memoria Tide has become even more violent.
Is that?
Damn, the grove really has changed now that it's opened up a bit more. Well, that's gonna be annoying.
This is an interesting-looking wine jar. Was it by Heng who brought it?
It's a specialty from Thalassa that she brought and left here just for this gathering.
Wait, what? Is that who I think
She
it is?
herself didn't come?
Oh my god, it is them.
Your mind retains far more of the past than I had imagined.
I've seen this farewell more than once in my dreams.
The previous life is just an immersion to a newly born Videodora. You know rationally that these are your memories, but it doesn't feel like you experienced them yourself. I use dragon transmutation for selfish reasons. And close friends
It's the quintet, isn't
turn
it?
to enemies.
Oh boy.
You probably want to ask me if it was worth it.
The Military Affairs Office is placing more importance on the Yuchue's battle.
Jing Yuan.
And the Yao Qing called her back for a patrol mission.
Some people are born with
Oh,
adventure
Ying
in their
Qing,
blood
before
and
he
can't
got
stop for
Mars
even a
struck.
moment. No matter, I'll drink her portion for her.
We're already toasting. Why don't we wait for Dun Feng?
As always, the High Elder has endless meetings with the Preceptors that he can't get away from. Let's not wait on him. Isn't this just water?
Jing
I'll
Liu.
relay her exact
Before she
words.
also got Mars
It
struck.
is a mistake to drink too much before a battle, so I'll leave a jar of spring water from Thalassa's Crystal Palace. She said that wine only has flavor after a triumphant return.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't want to go along with her, but she insisted on seeing your expression after your first sip.
Any gift from a friend, whether it is water or wine, is rich in flavor all the same.
see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value. I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value.
Ah, you're just in time. The punishment for making us all wait should be 3 cups of wine.
Spare me, please. I've already suffered enough next to the ancient sea. I've convinced the preceptors. Videodora Cloud Him Magi will join the battle on the front lines, and our armies will fight side by side.
It seems like you can now carry out your plan for dealing with the Kitu Mirage, Jingyuan.
Thank you for standing your ground against the dissenters, Danfeng.
I never thought those preceptors would ever relent. After all of this, countless Videodora.
Countless Videodora will lose their lives, with no chance at a molting rebirth. We all understand this. But the Videodora cannot become a part of the Alliance's destiny if we do not share in its joys and sorrows. We would only be bystanders to everyone else's suffering.
That is something we all understand as well. That is also why we've gathered here. Come, raise your cups. This toast is not for bidding farewell to each other, but for honoring the soldiers who will not return, for honoring our companions.
Apologies. My reckless plan must have put a lot of pressure on you.
Nonsense. If our positions were flipped, you'd support me no matter how reckless my plan was. Right?
Damn, what a memory.
Of course. But let's try not to be too reckless.
When you make a decision like this, people will always ask, was it worth it? And you will also forever question yourself. Do you know how you will answer that question?
I won't answer it. I will prove it.
That's right. My sword is my answer.
Thank you, Danfeng. Thank you, Jingyuan. Oh, thank you, Jingliu. And thank you, Bai Heng.
Bai Heng.
Wherever you've run off to.
It's too bad they don't have a model of her, sadly.
Ridiculous. How did you get drunk from spring water?
I'm just full of joy. It feels like I've just forged a divine weapon with masterful craftsmanship. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. That's what I always firmly believed in the past. But I never truly felt like I was alive until I met all of you. Now, I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. No, pretend I didn't say that.
It's over. And you know exactly what happened to these 5 afterward. So, Can you understand it now? After both she and March 7th have left you. Losing a dear friend with whom you've shared so much can never be considered a victory. It's a failure that torments you for the rest of your life. I could never accept that kind of fate.
So you made a decision.
I was the one who used the transmutation arcanum. I was the one who swore to bring Bai Heng back to life. And the one who brought everything past the point of no return. That was also me.
Do you have any regrets, Danfeng?
Even if I could reverse time, I would not choose differently. And if it had been Jing Liu, Jin Yuan, or even Ying Xing who died in battle, I'd still choose to do the same thing. Because only I could make that choice and protect all of this. Now, for the sake of your companions, for the sake of those two who walk alongside you, how much are you willing to sacrifice, Dan Heng?
Everything.
Huh. I see.
Your answer does not surprise
He'll
me.
fight for his friends as usual, so...
They are more than just my companions. They are the path I took that led me to where I am now. So they will also be beacons for when I am lost, leading me to the future until my next reincarnation.
Then let me see how you'll carry out your convictions.
Let's leave this place and go settle things with that mad demigod.
How far are we going, though? Yeah, I gotta definitely explore this off screen. Might take me 2 or 3 hours, but it'll definitely be worth it. Ooh, look at these. Are we gonna play with the new Dan Heng? That's the question. If the game is gonna allow it, that's the question.
How does this compare to the ones you've seen before?
Terravox has already defected. Legion, charge with me!
A beast will always be a beast.
You know, after this whole Trailblaze quest is over, I wonder how much of the book is gonna open up. That's the question. The book of infinite Amphoreus lore. And how much I have to auto it, too, so.
Plain. Light a leap for it!
This campaign has been far too cruel.
Wanna take some pictures?
Let them be a necessary sacrifice for the flame chase.
Seismic walking dragon. History shall remember you as
Seirdra.
a Titan Slayer!
Memories intersect. Another betrayal.
I'm assuming this is the part where Cyrene was like leading the charge.
Regardless of whose memory this is, it seems that Terrae see the destination that the destruction points to.
Golden blood is gurgling out. It's almost like a heart that has burst open.
Follow the current and calm its frenzied pulse.
As expected, someone's been waiting for us.
It's you.
They are here, a scion of Permanence, and your old comrade in arms. Terravox, my old friend. Indulge yourself. Let this Memoria tide swallow everything.
Be prepared for the worst, Lord Dunhung. This mountain dweller must not be underestimated. Geocles the Mountain Breaker. Earth's Dromus Rider. It's been a while.
Mountain Breaker?
Mountain Breaker?
He's not Terravox?
Yeah, that should be pretty sad.
I remember you, little fish, and your despicable master.
I didn't think you were still alive.
Death is just a return to the earth for mountain dwellers, thanks to Evernight's gift.
But if the Terravox is still alive, but it's not in the form of this, where is Terravox indeed?
I was able to come back to the mortal realm and keep watch over my dear friend, the Earth demigod who was sacrificed to the flame chase plot in vain. Long Scion, you are the most important offering in this ritual sacrifice. No matter how strong your will is, it will eventually be swallowed by the Memoria tide. When that time comes, you and the powers you bear will serve us. We will use the Permanence to awaken the fallen giant dragon and give the Earth an everlasting body.
I see. So you pretended to be Terravox in order to lead us here into a trap.
If it weren't for the Imperator's tricks, the name Terravox would be shared between us anyway.
They made the right choice for Amphoreus' tomorrow.
But the tomorrow you speak of only ever had a place for humans. Watch, my old friend. I will once again start a fire that burns away the chains that
Damn,
shackle us.
VA going off right now.
Why don't you leave this to me, Lord Dunhung?
Wait, what?
Use that hidden passage to reach the opposite shore. Perhaps Greyfry's there, deeper inside.
No. I will stay here. Mountain Breaker, hero of the mountain dwellers. If I do not stay here and triumph over him, he will die an ugly death in delusions of the Permanence. That should not be his destiny. And for the vicious beast that insists on obstructing the Astral Express and threatening the fate of the world. We've stood on the precipice countless times along this journey, forced to make difficult choices in the face of disaster. But this time, it's my turn to put some pressure on this world.
This feeling, this scene. All too similar.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
One shot. One
It's time to stop
Castries.
struggling,
Ult.
Geocles. Go to your death with dignity.
Before that, tell me, what kind of deal did you make with Evernight? How was the Great Mountain Breaker reduced to this?
Dromus?
That's...
Leave it to me. I'll recount the Earth's
Ooh.
heaviest path
So that's Terravox's real form, huh?
and sever its deepest delusion.
Terravox? Is that you? Your body has become so frail.
Even mountain ranges grow old and eventually die.
But I can hear the sound of blood still surging through your veins, fast and strong.
I suppose you are the true Earth demigod.
I am near my end, and the demigod title means nothing to me now. The being who stands here now is just the former comrade of the Mountain Breaker. And the traitor who abandoned him.
Traitor?
Terravox was once a member of Geocles' Dromus Legion. This force was famous for its skilled riders and their brave Dromuses. Terravox himself was the Dromus King, the giant dragon who swore their life to the Mountain Breaker. In the battle against Georios, the Imperator could not surmount this mountain, and thus had to break it from the inside. Terravox's betrayal was key to the Flamechase army's victory.
The age of the gods was coming to an end. Living beings had adapted to the changes amidst the rifts of the earth, and now they had to learn to survive in the crevices of the epics. Someone had to watch over the earth, so I agreed to a deal. I would take the Titan's divine authority and sink into the cliffs, using my flesh and blood forged of stone to mend the land. But there was one betrayal I could never forget. The Mountain Breaker refused to believe that was my choice, even till his dying breath. Faced with having to surrender to the Imperator, he chose to die instead.
So this is why you decided to conspire with Evernight.
Time's strange visitor appeared before me. The great power from beyond the sky, called the Remembrance. It's incredible. Geocles was able to be reborn as a memo sprite. He mumbled about the times we fought side by side. Just like how all the lives this body carries speak to me. Evernight did not ask for much in return. She only wished for me to use the divine authority of Earth to hide her tracks.
Since you're being so candid, does this mean you've given up resisting?
Resistance.
I see. 1,000 years have passed, and your mind has long since been shattered.
This frail body bears the weight of all those I've betrayed. And now, my only wish is to rest with them. In the unchanging past. Go, long Scion. That fiery blaze has already burned through Earth's protection, revealing the secrets underneath. The deepest depths in Amphoreus, the great tomb where all the past is buried. The one you seek, Evernight, walked out of that place. Before her arrival, no one knew of its existence.
In other words, that is the place where Evernight came into being.
And it is also where she is now.
You sank willingly into the past, and now your memories have turned into this form. Was it worth it?
At least I still remember. As long as I never forget, they will live on.
Primitive and animalistic. I understand these instincts. Have you ever regretted anything?
The Earth is not a lonely island in the middle of the ocean. It is the sum of all the living things that stand on it. I have never regretted defending the creatures of this world.
Then, a final question. Terravox, after all of this, how much are you willing to sacrifice for the power of the Permanence?
Everything. My journey up to here has allowed me to fully understand my destiny. No matter how I struggle, the Earth will never be able to reach the stars. But my compatriots deserve to continue their struggle. At the end of my life, I want to make one last effort to give them a chance to move on to the future. Even if it is a future I am not able to witness.
I understand. Then, join me in rebelling against this unjust fate once more. Even if the world collapses, the Earth must remain unshaken. Give me the core flame that burns within you, and allow this immortal body of the Permanence to bear the furnace of life for you.
Long Scion, are you willing to bring them all into the new world?
I won't give you empty promises. Allow me to answer your question from a different perspective. The Permanence is the path that dragons trod, and eternity is life's deepest desire. If you entrust the Earth's living beings to me, they will live in symbiosis with the instincts in my blood. With this body as an ark, I will deliver them to tomorrow for you. that tomorrow won't be the end of Amphoreus' west wind.
Is this finally the power-up time?
Vast and boundless sea of stars.
A sea of stars.
It's a future where all beings can trailblaze side by side. Not a prison made for remembrance.
In the veil of Avernight's memories, you've always been someone with reservations. I misjudged your resolve. I understand. This is the only choice. Behold, this core flame that burns in my chest. This core flame born from the earth. It is the red soil from which life sprouts, and the furnace of all living things. It tells me to commit one final act of treason. Entrust this heavy task to the Trailblazers from beyond the sky. Let them tend to the wild terrain and safeguard the lands. And thus bring the endless stream of life into the distant future.
I promise you, Terravox.
Good. When I hand over the divine authority, this place will fall to pieces. Are you prepared to hold up the sacred tree if it falls?
Of course.
Then free what remains of my body, and let me give you this flame that turned away from the flame chase. I now relinquish my duty as a demigod. You shall dig your own grave and burn in the furnace of rebellion. I only hope that, after all this time, Father will take me back into TheOffOne.
Come, crouching beast, for the endless life of this world. Rise from your dormancy, and follow me as soaring dragons of the wilderness.
Here we go.
My final rebellion. Then declare to the earth the name of the new god.
Oh.
Heng, one who guards the Trailblaze's way forward.
God damn, man. It's the power of Terravox. The power of permanence.
Fortunately, the worst did not come to pass. If your opponent had already turned into a vicious beast, whatever you did wouldn't weigh on your conscience. So what if that demigod had harbored ill intentions or vowed to fight to the death? Would you have pointed your spear at them and carved out the core flame with your own hands?
There's no point in discussing what-ifs. Though, I'm glad it didn't come to that. Regardless, I will attempt to join this game and become a part of the Era Nova. This is the only way I can face my friends and this world with a clear conscience.
Now that things are settled between us, it's time for you and I to say goodbye. Everything that I left behind has faded away at this point. Go and march toward your own permanence. As for how to tame it, I'll leave that to you.
Thank you. We can't go back to the past and make better choices, but at least we can do better in the future. A dragon can only welcome new life by shedding away his old, scarred skin. For the first time in my life, I feel at ease.
And the music, though.
This burning core flame. Is this what the destruction feels like? The light is unexpectedly warm. It's just like the fleeting moments when one wakes from a dream.
Farewell, Danfeng.
Till we meet again.
It's time for me to set out once more.
The final rebellion of Earth was to bestow trailblazing wings upon all living beings. For Terravox, this was probably the best possible ending. Behind that scar lies what they called the deepest depths. The rising steam tells me that Greyfry is in there. But right now, she's trapped in a bottomless whirlpool.
Is Evernight with her?
I'm afraid I can't tell.
A scorching abyss. If I were to enter it alone, I'd almost certainly get lost. And Miss Hysealence, would you give me cover? I'll need to focus completely on what's ahead, and may not be able to pay attention to my surroundings.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to continue where you left off.
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs blocked the water's current.
Times have changed. The cliffs are now in the palm of my hand.
Then I believe it's worth a shot. It's just, without absolute resolve, you still won't be able to pass through that Memoria tide, much less save someone from it. The search for Greyfry might stretch on like an Evernight without end. Be careful. Wandering through time is no easy feat.
Don't worry, Lady Hysealence. Just as you kept your lonely vigil in the depths for 1,000 years, my determination to find her is even more unshakable than the earth itself. Ancient sacred tree, lend me your roots. With the core flame I carry, let me resonate with this land. With heaven and earth as my map, and time as my compass, I will find that one singular point. Even if I must cross every mountain and valley on my own 2 feet.
That line previously sounded like a Godzilla line. A singular point, huh?
I will bring you home. Circe's giant tree.
Ooh, animation.
To Amphoreus. This time, I will follow its roots into the ancient earth until I find you. On this journey, I will become the bedrock of mountains and bear the cities above. With the currents, I merge into the tide, crashing upon the land's jagged reefs.
Man, that looks so good.
Across the nameless barrens, scattering.
This is a step up from the disappointing 3.5 patch.
Entwined in the cycle of day and night, into the deepest depths of this world, adrift in the darkness that was before all else. When can I lead you out of this maze? No, I can't do it with just my eyes alone. Maybe it was never me. Maybe it was always you who could set us free.
Long time no see.
All right, let's settle this and keep moving.
That's where we will all find our answers. Hey, Danheng, wake up.
3 of a kind. 2 pair. Ace. Go.
Is the Trailblazer saved?
That grows upon the earth. I am you.
This new power. You've saved the Trailblazer. But there's a problem. What about Evernight? Surely Evernight's not going to be happy about this, right?
I found you.
Danheng, I knew you would come back.
While you were trapped, I experienced a lot. Thankfully, Evernight did not try to stop me. Looks like we've managed to stay ahead of her this time.
I swear, if Evernight shows up right now...
Rest assured, we won't abandon her. We'll all return to the Express together. No one will be left behind. You mean Mem? Sorry, I haven't seen her at all on this journey. Perhaps you were not the only one being held captive by Evernight. They never once stopped worrying about us. About you, me, or March 7th. They never gave up on trying to save us. Even from outside this world, Miss Himiko, Mr. Yang, Pom Pom, and even Sunday Black Swan and the 2 geniuses. They are all doing everything in their power to aid us. I understand. Her power shouldn't be underestimated.
Yeah, this form is
It
a
was
mix
only when
between.
I personally stepped into the maze
Yeah.
of time that it suddenly struck me. She and I had crossed paths once before.
Yeah, Dan Heng's new form is just a mix of himself and the Vibrator Lunae form, all into one on the path of permanence, but it's actually preservation, so.
I'll only warn you once. Leave her body. Now. I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before. I had an unexpected encounter with her when I left Amphoreus. Perhaps to avoid exposing her whereabouts, she stripped that memory from my mind. That power called Oblivion. It's just like an emanator's.
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
I know. But you still remember me and our companions, for now. Do you have any clues about the memories you may have lost? Are those Evernight's exact words? If I'm not mistaken, she intends to make you forget Amphoreus, including the Chrysos Heirs who have journeyed with us.
She's trying to ruin
now.
the cycle that we've been forging to fix the entire time. And this is our one shot to fix the cycle.
But it seems you still recognize Lady Hycelence.
If I made that much of an impression on little Greyfry, then I am naturally delighted. But I fear your escape from that power they call Oblivion is thanks to someone else.
Castries?
Nice to meet you. Or maybe I should ask, how have you been since we last saw each other?
I don't think we've met each other in this cycle. Yet.
Along with you, this little butterfly fish's memory was also salvaged from the depths of that whirlpool. Just as a pearl is cradled within its shell, the power of Thanatos surrounds you, shielding your soul from corrosion.
Miss Cyrene has spoken of you often to me. Though we never met in this life, I believe there's a kind of warmth that can transcend time itself. Through the endless flow of time, I guarded the secret passage between Styxia and the Vortex. When the Memoria tide flowed backwards into the River of Souls, even in deep slumber, I could feel that warmth, and with all my might, I protected that warmth. I apologize if that seemed improper. I hope you'll forgive me.
That's fine. Still one of my favorite characters of Amphoreus.
I understand that your mission is still unfinished. The path ahead is treacherous, and even though my body is bound to these dark currents, I'll do everything I can to watch over you both.
The little butterfly fish is right. There is still a pair of eyes watching from the shadows, but we won't let them get anywhere near you. Go forth, golden dragonfish, and you, deliverer. Seek out your companion. Go forth and illuminate the lightless Evernight.
I cannot thank you enough. Accept this promise from the Nameless. Amphoreus will definitely write a brand new ending for itself.
Of course. We'll write it together.
The Nameless will never stop.
Until all of us stand side by side in the true new world.
Oh boy. Damn. Small farewell.
Courage, little Greyfry. My ocean currents will guard your arrival, and my songs will accompany your journey ahead. You still remember how much I love fire and feasts. Alright then. It's a promise. Go find your companion and see your journey through.
I'm still upset that I still lost the 50-50 to Japard and I couldn't get high ceilings on my account. That still makes me very upset to this day.
I'll raise a glass while I await your triumphant return.
That means high ceilings, you don't like me, man. You just don't like me if you don't want to come to my account.
When we reunite in the ocean at the boundaries of this world, let me play a song for you beneath the glow of fire.
At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. If I hadn't met you at the end of the world, I would have thought Lady Trinan's prophecy was wrong.
Bye, Castries.
Goodbye. If I could, I'd want to stay a little longer, but Amphoreus is yet to reach the end of the Sea of Flowers.
Is there one day that maybe these Amphoreus characters can travel outside? We don't know, but we have to see how this story ends, you know?
Take all beautiful wishes with you. March forward with determination, and don't look back.
Alright then. Let's keep going forward.
This place was once Nestia's altar. Could the golden thread be leading us to the world's deepest secret?
Finally! Play nice.
Is this
Number 8.
a symbol in the shape of Amphoreus?
It's infinity.
Where was it? Can you remember? Which Titan is this?
It's very similar, yet somewhat different.
That doesn't make sense. How could a world enclosed within the scepter have a way of knowing what it looks like from outer space, unless the mural isn't a drawing of Amphoreus, but rather someone saw the mural and shaped the world in its image? Could that someone be Xandar?
Lygus?
No.
Fuck off,
His
Lygus.
concession proves that this place where Evernight is hiding must be a blind spot of the experiment. I'm afraid not even Xandar knows about the existence of this great tomb, or the secrets buried within it. Best not to get carried away. For something to be hidden even from him, it must either be extraordinary, or unimaginably dangerous. This forbidden realm remains undetectable to Xandar, and even Fine and Stripe merely opened the entrance, yet Evernight can freely swim through it as she pleases. It cannot be reached by the erudition, nor can it be erased by the destruction. Be careful. What lies dormant beneath may well be Amphoreus' final path. Remembrance.
God, my head is hurting for no reason. But I gotta keep going.
It's endless. It feels like we're plunging into an abyss. Are those distant structures all entombed data?
Oh my god, that is a whirlpool. A scary whirlpool right there. Iron Tomb? Iron Tomb? Surely that's not it, right?
The whirlpool of remembrance. Bottomless and unfathomable. Behind this mist must be Everknight's domain.
We're actually gonna go there?
Once we step inside, I'm afraid there'll be no turning back.
March 7th is surely waiting to see us again. Let's go. On the Trailblaze, no one gets left behind.
Black Swan POV,
This maze is full of memory loss.
Your voice sounds different from usual. I only hear a hint of curiosity. The rest is all fear. Beautiful memo keeper. I know exactly where that fear comes from. The Everknight is a mimetic entity's natural nemesis. They will swallow you whole with just a flick of my pinky finger. I am the garden's enemy. I have never denied that fact.
I have to say, Miss Everknight, you've certainly got a unique way of protecting people. At least she's still willing to talk. Is it because I disobeyed the garden's rules? Maybe I still have a chance.
No. I don't think you do.
It's not very elegant to spy on someone's thoughts, you know? Well, before you get rid of this beautiful memo keeper, the least you could do is answer some of my questions.
Why should I do that? So you can buy more time and send a message to your companions?
And here I thought you were already watching my companions' every move.
I am. Earth's stirrings have ceased. They have defeated Terravox and are heading here as we speak.
Don't tell me that's part of your plan, too.
It's not, but I'll make good use of it. Fighting alone against an entire world, even I might miss something. But I know how to adapt to the circumstances. Just like right now, how I've decided to let you go. I like you, little bird. Your longing for memories remains pure. Unlike those memo snatchers.
I don't want to think that Black Swan should go through the same experience she had with Akron, looking into her memories. So, I would love to see Akron beat the shit out of Everknight, but you all know that's not the case, unfortunately.
Your most precious quality is how you've yet to be tainted by the garden's dark side.
I'll take that as a compliment, but I still don't understand why you've kidnapped me here.
And to be honest, you could kill her.
Seeing is believing. So, why don't we take a stroll together? This ruin buried deep underground is called the Kernel in the language of erudition. But I gave it a friendlier name, the Heart of Amphoreus. The great tomb of the Nameless Titan.
Iron Tomb?
The Nameless Titan.
Iron Tomb?
You'll see with your own eyes just how important the remembrance has been in this world, and how we will stir up the waves of oblivion to douse an eon's ambition.
You've been hiding here all this time.
That's right.
Curious about how I discovered this place? It's not actually all that complicated. The road we just walked was the beginning of March 7th's journey in Amphoreus.
The beginning?
Do you still remember how 3 paths are said to intertwine in Amphoreus? That 3 entities, each comparable to an emanator, left their marks in this world.
There's Xandar,
Iron
Tomb, and...
That's right. To this day, there have been no signs of the entity corresponding to the remembrance. The Garden of Recollection was curious about that too. So the Memo Snatchers spent an unimaginably long time chiseling out a tiny channel to peek into this world. But there was always a power in the memory zone that kept them out. And when March 7th's consciousness was seized, it was a ripple of the remembrance that protected her and sent her in here.
Can I assume, then, that this hypothetical emanator of remembrance was consistently protecting this world from the Garden's eyes until the Astral Express arrived?
That's correct. You're a smart one.
But why?
Why now of all times?
Go see for yourself, little bird. The memories contain everything.
Emanator of remembrance, huh?
Really impressive.
These are March 7th's memories.
Didn't move at all, huh? I just got here and I'm already locked out. A journey of 1,000 miles stopped at the door? That's terrible!
Is she stuck?
Keep watching. The fun stuff is just ahead.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
What? Did I touch something I shouldn't have?
Execute formatting protocol.
What's going on? Formatting?
Warning. Illegal operations detected. Warning. Illegal operations detected.
Hey! Don't just activate like that! How do I stop this thing?
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Welp.
Operation authorized. Protocol name. Back.
Huh?
Finally it stopped! Wait, did you just mention her name? She's barely spent any time in Amphoreus, and she's already famous?
You.
I don't know what you're saying. Let's not speak in riddles, alright? Why don't we start with an introduction?
Damn, this is really March 7th's journey in Amphoreus the entire time while we were in Amphoreus?
I'm March 7th, and I'm that person's companion. Sorry I accidentally ended up barging in here.
Establishing communication.
Communications? Oh, does this mean I finally get to talk to someone real? I really need outside help right now.
Never change, March, but you really are crashing out over a door right now.
Channel established. Proceeding to encapsulate.
Whoa, wait. What? Encapsulate? Encapsulate me?
Encapsulation complete. Initiating transmission. Transmission destination. Recurrence number 335.
Wait.
50.
That's the cycle number we're going through right now.
Huh? What's going on? My body?
The memory stopped so suddenly.
She was already lying in the abyss of fate the next time she woke up. And Orynyx was calling her mother.
Mother?
Maybe that's just how the Titan calls all Remembrance Pathstriders. Like how they call Thule Skyfather.
So March 7th had already brushed against the inner workings of this world at the beginning of her journey. That warning in her memories must have been the Scepter's safety protocol. But why did it mention the Trailblazer? March 7th should have entered Amphoreus long before she and Don
That's what doesn't make sense. We were there, like, if she journeyed Amphoreus before March of Don Hung, why is it telling it now? Like, showing information that, like, the Trailblazer and Don Hung are.
An inexplicable contradiction, isn't it? Let's put that aside for now. The protocol didn't kill March 7th. Instead, it threw her deep into extrapolations. Over the next 97 days, the two of us, trailblazed through Amphoreus as mimetic entities as she evaded the administrator's pursuit.
It must have been a difficult and lonely journey for her.
Under the watchful eyes of Lygus? Seriously?
Yes. No one could see March 7th. She didn't belong to Amphoreus's memories, so she could only watch this world from the sidelines.
I guess that
like a transparent shadow.
I guess that animated short kind of made sense, where she was guiding Tribios the entire time in 3.1, and we didn't know the answer, but they answered it for us. That they mentioned that they didn't see who was guiding Tribios. So
then when did you appear?
On the day that she ran out of options, March 7th tried so many things to help her companions. But the only outcome of her efforts was a few Amphorean folktales. In the end, she had only one option left. Just as she wished. I erased everything using the power of oblivion. Then, I protected her and Don Hung, and made sure that they were spared from the Memo Snatcher's clutches when they broke through the seal.
And you've been hiding in the shadows ever since, while manipulating time and colluding with Earth, all the way till now.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. The story of the Remembrance has just begun. Why don't we step into it together? As someone qualified to walk with me, you can now take in all the secrets behind this door. And witness how, in a blank space of time, another futile journey across 30 million lifetimes was forgotten by this world.
I thought Evernight would have done something to stop us, but it's been smooth sailing the whole way through.
Looks good.
Well, hello there, garment maker. Although I always keep forgetting that I need a refresh for those bugs. Whatever, it's fine.
Are you ready? I'm going to open this door. Absolute silence. I can't sense anything at all. I know. Duck behind me if anything happens. 3, 2, 1.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
God damn it.
That means we're in the right place.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Get ready. Incoming.
Welcome back.
What?
I'll be waiting for you.
It mentioned your name.
I'm getting a feeling of deja vu, like the first time I opened As I've Written.
You mean the book?
Thankfully, Evernight didn't take that book. Let's try using it.
The Book of Infinite Amphoreus lore.
Operation authorized. Protocol name.
The seal's gone. Didn't think this book would have a use here.
This book has been here every time I finish a Trailblaze story. And it's actually been useful for once. Cyrene?
That?
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you.
Executing protocol. Format object. Formatting progress. 0.015%.
And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Something's wrong. She's not talking to us. She's not the mem you know. Could she be a Cyrene from the past?
Formatting progress.
Very obvious.
23.815%.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone.
Formatting progress. 45.1.
Where should I start this time? Let me see. There. Shall we start with the meeting between the Helcolithist sage Midamos and the King's Aegis, Anaxa?
Formatting complete.
What? Did you hear that? She just said... This is obviously not the history we know. It might be one of the possibilities in the 30 million cycles, but... Cyrene should have died at the start of every recurrence. So why is she here? And who was she talking to? And that book she mentioned. That's very likely. That door reacted to the book as well. Let's try copying what she did.
Accessing. Recurrence number 335503337. Access failed. Error code Gamma 13.
That's it. As I've written is definitely connected with this great tomb. There are 12 chapters in As I've Written, corresponding to the 12 demigods. Maybe the Nameless Recollections match these roots. Let's try linking them first.
Collect items predicted by the tomb device. Space proceed. Oh, we gotta shape them together. Great! This is another puzzle that I'm gonna have to do.
504. Downloaded.
As expected, the data stream flew into the crystal in the middle. It's absorbing the memories in the book in this manner.
The world never learned how Cyrene rewrote the law, but I believe it was Amphoreus' decisive move against destiny. 30 million departures, 30 million shatterings, and the beginning of 30 million flame chase journeys. Fate betrayed Tribios, but she was never betrayed by humanity. 30 million departures, 30 million shatterings, and the beginning of 30 million flame chase journeys. Fate betrayed.
Uplotis 405. Downloaded.
Damn, these code names though. I think we're gonna have to
desolate. What exactly is it?
Where is it? Is it down there? Guess we're going down here. You're so...
You must be very familiar with the story of time now. So why don't we leave some pages for the heroes instead?
Okay. How do we do this puzzle? Let's connect it together. I have a feeling we're gonna see more of these puzzles.
Downloaded. Scopeo 3.6.5 downloaded. Branch number 1. Archiving. Object recurrence number 335503337. Progress 13.131%.
There's a notch in the terminal that's just the right size for this book.
Branch number 1 archived. Encapsulating encryption key.
This As I've Written book is a data terminal that has been modified by the Remembrance. It might have looked like Cyrene was reading a story, but she was actually carrying out a data transfer. No wonder these facilities are reacting to it. This book is a key. But Cyrene could never have known about the truth regarding the scepter. So where did she get this key? Xandar likely has nothing to do with this tomb. Do you remember? During her brief existence, Cyrene once encountered a certain Eon.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream.
It's no secret that Orynyx and Fuli are related. That Eon also appeared when you encountered Mem. We still don't know the role they play in Amphoreus. But if Cyrene accidentally stepped onto the path of remembrance, then her sacrifice wasn't just for resetting the cycle. There was another purpose.
Encryption key encapsulation complete.
We're gonna be here to find out the reason why.
Let's keep going for now. If my hypothesis holds, then the scene we just saw will replay many more times. Hey, be careful. Evernight's eyes are everywhere. Don't get too far from me. The chronocognitive anchor will protect us. What is this? It's hard to believe. Is this still Amphoreus? So many countless storage arrays. This would even rival the cyber prison of Inupis.
This is hidden away from Amphoreus.
What a magnificent sight.
Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years?
Executing protocol. Format object. Formatting progress. 0.027%.
Ah, it's always so on time. Never late at all.
Damn, this is what happens if ID Silicii just has nothing? It's just an endless stream of nothingness.
It's okay, I get it. It's just trying to remind me how precious time is. I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here. It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment and just stared at it in a trance. I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete.
As I expected. The answer is the remembrance. An eon appearing in her dreams, 3 paths intertwining in Amphoreus, and the garden trying to infiltrate this world at all costs. I have reasons to suspect that Fooley's gaze once swept over this world before the scepter completely fell into destruction, and that Cyrene basked in that divine gaze.
So they knew it was going on.
Humanity cannot judge eons based on our own common knowledge. The Remembrance has always been an observer of the universe. That's to be expected. The various factions are only followers of their eons, and Fooley was never known to be friendly with humanity.
I feel like the eons just do whatever the fuck they want.
There's still something I don't understand. According to Black Swan, the garden is internally fractured, and there is a party that craves the memory of an eon's fall. They would do anything to achieve that goal, yet I feel as though those memo snatchers didn't try to stop us at all. Instead, it feels like they were trying to cover something up. Most of the time, a gaze is simply a natural phenomenon, though some Pathstriders regard it as a supreme honor. An Emanator, however, must possess power granted by an eon's blessing. I know what you're thinking. That theoretical Emanator of Remembrance remains a mystery. But now, I'm leaning towards the idea that what the garden's mirror reflected was a kind of miracle that Fooley left behind.
Don't tell me Cyrene's gonna be the Emanator of Remembrance. There was no hint about that at all during the previous quests. But it would make sense, no? If we really pick up the pieces together. I don't know, I could be wrong.
Yes, we're thinking the same thing. Legend says that Fooley sits in meditation in the Anasrava Pure Land, spreading the seeds of remembrance across the universe. And when the cosmos ends, all the different realms will be reborn in their garden. If this sealed-off world is also within their gaze, then it's not too big of a stretch to surmise that they need a mechanism to save these incredible amounts of memories. and store them somewhere out of the eruditian's sight. And this mechanism was previously the Time Titan and their demigod, but after Amphoreus entered an endless loop... It's that ceremonial blade.
Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphoreus. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, transforming each incarnation of me into the power you shall wield to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame-chase journey.
The ceremonial blade killed Cyrene at the start of every recurrence, and at the end of every journey, Cyrene's soul took the extrapolated memories stored within the blade and buried them in this great tomb. That's how the memories of Amphoreus transcended the loop and were continuously stored, while the scepter had to revert its progress over and over again because of loss in its logic.
I did remember that Finan was delivering the blade onto Cyrene, so it makes a lot of sense that, like, something felt obviously wrong with the loop.
Fuli's blessing will not disappear as long as this process keeps going.
I knew their gaze never left. As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphoreus won't be forgotten.
Cyrene encountered the Eon's gaze and regarded them as the hope to continue her world. That's why she offered them memories over and over, even if she had to turn herself into nothingness every time. As to why she insisted on keeping her human form and offering the memories through reading a story, it might have been the only way for her to maintain her sense of humanity and leave her mark in this world.
Cyrene was sacrificing a lot for this to save Amphoreus.
Even though everything was just her wishful thinking. Right. Based on the runes on the floor, the encryption key from earlier should be used here. There are 3 keys in total. We're 1/3 of the way through. I'll leave it to you.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story I've told is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
The path has appeared. Go!
Then, the sky sent down rainbows and showed the world a gentle smile.
Formatting progress, 93.998%.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again. Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Every page has become so heavy. I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands. Where did the very first ripples want these memories to be sent to?
Formatting progress, 94.423%.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting, never changing, like the fate of the flame chase in every cycle. If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, then is this weighty saga just an overly naive dream?
Formatting progress, 96.024%. Process error. Analyzing. Process error. Analyzing.
That scepter is very annoying.
Really? Are you encouraging me? Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me.
Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all, would it? Thank you for listening to me all this time. So, shall we continue?
Formatting complete.
The endless cycle took its toll on her. Even Cyrene could not resist despair when faced with eternal stasis. Like Aslana, she started to wonder whether everything was futile. I thought it was an Eon at first, but the way she talked, it didn't sound like praying to a god at all. Maybe she's talking to her imagination? A hero within? But that wouldn't explain the process error. No matter who that listener is, Cyrene's storytelling is just a data stream for the scepter. Maybe, she thought, as long as she kept tossing drift bottles into the distance, someone was bound to pick one up someday.
Get the book out.
Accessing recurrence number 335503337.